Hello, friends. Welcome to Global Tarot Circle. This is our monthly tarot meetup. We have been doing this for a long time. We started in like 2010, 2011 using WebEx. We moved over to Facebook and then we moved to YouTube. And right now we are broadcasting YouTube, horizontal and vertical, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and Twitch. So wherever you are right now, welcome to our digital village. Welcome to Global Tarot Circle. We have a very specific format for what we do here for Global Tarot Circle. And it starts with we're here for an hour. The first half hour, we do readings for one another, again, in a very specific format. If you are here live with me, please let me know where in the world you are and what deck you're working with. I will hop right on over to CardCam. I am right now in Palm City, Florida, and I am working with the Llewellyn edition Ciro Marchetti's Gilded Tarot, the deck that began it all for Ciro Marchetti. So let us know where in the world you are, what deck you're working with. If you're here and you want to participate and you don't have a deck with you, like Mediha, Ness, and Justine, that's fine. You can ask a question. We'll be happy to read for you. And when we get about halfway through the hour, we will switch over to tarot study. I did collect a question this morning from this village for something that we'll study today. I've got a few other things. But if you have questions, things you want to know about tarot, that will be your time to ask. Okay, so who's here with us today? We have Peggy Lou Levens. Good to see you. Thanks for being a member. You're in Oak Hill, Florida, using the Rider-Waite Smith. Okay, Dina Moskowitz, so good to see you. You're using a Lenormand deck, Erica Robinson's Lenormand of Hope. Rebecca Dusk, good to see you. You're in Ontario, Canada. You were inspired by my use of Tarot of a Moon Garden this morning, and you're using that. That is fabulous. Astro Ascension Tarot, you're in Palm Beach Gardens. Mark, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Smile Soul 20, you're in Connecticut. Good to see you. Thanks for being a member for more than 3 years. You're in Connecticut using the Golden Girls Tarot. That is fabulous. All righty, so here is the format and here's how it works. Smile Soul 20, you're here in two places. I'm so glad you are. Here's how it works. I will take the questions in the order in which I see them. I will pull one card and one card only to answer the question, and I'll give my opinion, my interpretation. If you would like to do the reading, you're going to put the name of the person you're reading for, the name of the card you got, and your interpretation. Leisha, thanks for liking the stream. Astro Ascension Tarot, you are using Celestial Tarot. Is that the Kay Stevenson Celestial Tarot? That's a classy choice. Cool, I have that deck. I don't use it a lot, but very cool, very cool. All right, I feel like my astrological knowledge isn't enough to really honor that deck. I'm guessing, given your name, yours is. Yeah, okay. Perfect. What a great deck. All right, here we go. And here's the thing. We're going to move fast. And I will remind you that I can talk quicker than you can type. And I can read pretty fast, too, because I've been doing it for 30 years. So if you find it hard to do every single one that I'm doing, pick and choose. Do the ones you want to do. Do every other one. Whatever feels good. All right. Let's get started. The first question I see, and one question per person, of course. The first question I see, and this is such a good question, if you want to play and you don't have a question to ask, do as Smile Soul 20 did and ask, what does the universe want me to know? There we go. So if you would like to do this reading at Smile Soul 20, the name of the card you got and your interpretation, what does the universe want Smile Soul 20 to know? I have 6 of Swords reversed. I'm going to say what you need to know is that you move forward when you put forward motion as your priority. And if you don't allow yourself to be overwhelmed with emotion, but rather using logic and communication to move yourself forward. All right. Oh my gosh, Trey, we had the same message for Smile Soul 20 with 2 different cards. That's so cool. That's so cool. And Trey, you are up next. Trey Cameron, thanks for being a member for more than 2 years. You would like a message from Spirit. If you would like to do this reading, at Trey Cameron, the name of the card you got and your interpretation, what is a message from Spirit for Trey? Okay, Trey. But you know what? You can probably handle this pretty well. Trey, the message is welcome the breakthroughs. Welcome the breakdowns, because from the breakdown, you can build back up. Do not avoid the big energies. That's really the message. Do not avoid. Right, Trey, I'm a Scorpio. I'm used to chaos. Same. So yeah. Allow the chaos to teach you and lead you to greater enlightenment. So there we go. Okay. Enchanted Tarot Tree over on Instagram. Good to see you and everyone else joining on Instagram. Thanks for being here. All right. Up next, it's Ness. Mediha Ness. Thanks for being a member for more than 3 days. For more than 3 years. Hey, Beat in the Fields, good to see you. So, Ness lets us know today is I actually looked it up so I could pronounce it, and I totally forgot how it went. Is it Hidderellas? I'm sure I'm way far off, but it's a holiday. This is so cool. The Turkish Spring Celebration Day. It's the day Green Man meets Helios. I need to know more about this. This is so cool. Rain and sun. We hang money in red pouches on the rose bush for bounty and have a picnic. Oh my gosh, I love that. Sending you so much love. Thank you for sharing that. And on this sacred day, you want a message from your ancestors. Absolutely, yes. If you would like to do this reading, at Mediha Ness, the name of the card you got and your interpretation, I'll send you some extra info about it. I would love that. I would absolutely love that. Oh my goodness gracious. That would be, so good. So good. You know, like I love that kind of thing. I love knowing the celebrations of different cultures and seeing how similar they all are. It's so fun. So good. Okay. So, if you'd like to do this reading, at Mediha Ness, the name of the card you got and your interpretation, a message from ancestors, 5 of Swords. Your ancestors see what a battle it has been. Your ancestors absolutely see it. Hey, Trisha on TikTok, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Let me know if you have a question. We'd be happy to read for you as well. Thanks for being here. And Suspicious Username over on Twitch, same with you. If you've got a question, put it in and we will all read for you. This is Global Tarot Circle. We do a half hour of reading for each other and then a half hour of tarot study. We do this once a month and I'm glad you're here. So, Ness, message from your ancestors. It's been a battle. They can see that it's a battle. It's been a battle. You can see that it's a battle. They can see that it's a battle. They want you to know that they are with you and they are helping you. They will help you win what you need to win, and it will not always be a battle. It will not always be a battle. If you'd like to do this reading, at Mediha Ness, the name of the card you got and your interpretation. All right. So we're going to hop on over to TikTok for 1 second. For Trisha, if you'd like to do this reading, at Trisha, the name of the card you got and your interpretation. Is my mom happy with my decision? No. your mom is not happy with your decision, but I think we'll wait and see how it works out. And if it works out well, I think your mom will be okay. If it doesn't work out, your mom is prepared to step in and be helpful. That's what I think. Hey, Barbie Bird, you're here with your RWS. That is fabulous. Okay. And we have a question over on Twitch for suspicious username. If you'd like to do this, at suspicious username, the name of the card you got and your interpretation. And y'all have to watch the screen to see the answers. But I'll give you a verbal answer. Should I go be a phlebotomist? Suspicious username. We were just talking about schooling for you earlier. 10 of Pentacles reversed. I'm going to say that is probably not your favorite. Join the Twitch side. We have chocolate. I love chocolate. I feel like phlebotomy, I mean, I think you'd be fine. I think it would be fine, but I don't know it's what you really want. I sort of want to say, look further to find what you really want. Okay. Hey, Quinn Kilharius. Renata, good to see you. Thanks for being here. You're in Brazil using Modern Witch Tarot. We love that deck. Next question, Caroline McLaughlin. Thanks for being a member. But I don't like challenging myself. You would be a fine phlebotomist, suspicious username. I just think you would be bored. But you'd be fine at it. You would. Okay. Next up, oh, and just to let you know, suspicious username, Peggy Lou pulled a card for you. Wheel of Fortune reversed. She's saying no as well. Do something different. Moose Knuckle Pum Pum wants to know about being an MRI tech. How would that be? We'll do that one right now. If anyone else wants to do it, at Moose Knuckle Pum Pum, the name of the card you got and your interpretation. Page of Cups reversed. I don't love that for you either. No, I don't. But there we are. All right. So, Caroline McLaughlin over on YouTube. Thanks for being a member for more than 2 years. Thanks for using members only emojis. A message from Spirit is what you want. A message from Spirit. We can do that. And if you'd like to do this reading, at Caroline McLaughlin, the name of the card you got and your interpretation. A message from Spirit for Caroline. 7 of Pentacles reversed. Caroline, the message from your ancestors is this: do not bang your head against a wall. If it's working, great. Whatever you're doing, if it's working, great. If it's not working, it's okay to give it a rest. Do not work overly hard for small results. Give it a rest. That's what we got. A suspicious username. Y'all hardly know me. Stop reading me so well. I want to be bored. No, you don't. I know you don't. All right. Who's next? Karina Morrison. So good to see you. Thanks for being a member. All right. Do you see any positive changes coming up for me? Okay. If you'd like to do this reading, at Karina Morrison, the name of the card you got and your interpretation. With the Hanged Man, Karina, I feel like the positive changes are the ones that you will create. It's really about where can you take control and where can you not, and to take control where you can. And of course, if you'd like to do this reading, at Karina Morrison, the name of the card you got and your interpretation. Okay, over on TikTok, we've got Mystical. What do you guys get for the future between me and Max? If anyone would like to do this, at Mystical, the name of the card you got and your interpretation. Here's a card from me, King of Wands. I would say this is worth this is worth discussing. This is worth talking about. This is worth seeing where it's going to go. But I would say stay in the moment. Don't worry about the future right now. Just enjoy the moment and see where it takes you. Okay, Volk SW. Go ahead and, yeah, 30 years of tarot. Sure have, full time. This has been my career for a long time. Longer than you've been alive, right? Let me know if you got a question, get it out there. Right, love the dancing cat. Seriously, Anna Maria, thanks for liking the stream over on Facebook. Really appreciate that. Okay, Justine, so glad to see you. Thanks for being a moderator. You don't have your deck, but you do have a question. Should I book the room I'm looking at for the weekend? Book the room or not book the room? That is the question. There is an alternative. Stay somewhere closer to be with Jay. But since it's one card, we're going to do book the room or don't book the room. If you would like to do this reading, at Justine, the name of the card, excuse me, at Justine, the name of the card you got and your interpretation. Book the room or don't book the room? Page of Swords, I'm going to say book the room. Go ahead. Go ahead. Book the room. Let's see what other people say. At Justine, the name of the card you got and your interpretation. Okay. Over on Twitch, Valk, VALKSW. There's a girl who walked in on a stream where I was talking about a bunch of stuff, and I'm wondering if she watched the vid after the stream ended, and if so, what's her opinion of me now? Let's take a look. If you'd like to do this reading, at VolkXSW, the name of the card you got and your interpretation. I'm not even sure that she watched, and I'm not even sure she has an opinion. I would say this does not need to be an area of concern for you. Get out of your head with that one. Don't worry about it. All right. And thank you, everyone I see doing readings. That is fabulous. Claire C., so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than 3 years. Using Radiant Tarot in Port Charlotte, Florida. Yay. Okay. Raymond Torres, good to see you. Where's your question? Where's your question, Raymond? I missed it. Hang on a minute. Let me find you. Hang on. Oh, I missed a few. Okay, sorry, I overscrolled. Okay, I'm going back. I'll get to all y'all. Okay. Okay. TJ and GA is the next one that I see. Hey, Ashley, good to see you. TJ and GA, what is the best use of my imagination at this time? If you would like to do this reading, at TJ and GA, the name of the card you got and your interpretation, what is the best use of my imagination at this time? To think about how to solve the biggest problems and to achieve your biggest and most dearly held goals and dreams. Seriously. Hey, Amy, good to see you. Okay, Volk, we do one question per person. Catch us next time. Raymond, yeah, go ahead and repost. There it is. Okay, good. And yeah, one question per person, please. Over on Facebook, Robin Renee, who is Dr. All-Ed here on YouTube. I like my part-time job, but it looks like it will become full-time. Do I want to stay or find another opportunity? If you'd like to do this reading, at Robin Renee. 5 of Cups reversed. You've got enough on your plate. Stay for now and see what happens. Stay for now and see what happens. All right. Okay, Claire C., thanks for being a member for more than 3 years. Next year, should I sell my house and switch into a condo, which would not have so much upkeep? If you would like to do this reading, at Claire C., the name of the card you got. And your interpretation. 7 of Swords. I don't think you're ready to make that decision. I'm going to say wait on that decision. Let's see what other people have to say. And again, if you'd like to do that reading, at Claire C, the name of the card you got and your interpretation. Okay. Scrolling through. Oh my gosh, Ashley. My SP just dropped a bomb on me with some serious legal issues that are pretty, I'm not sure what that next word is, but how will that work out for them? Let's take a look. If you'd like to do this reading, at Ashley, the name of the card you got and your interpretation, how will these legal issues work out? Death reversed. I think it may go on for a long time, but I don't think it's going to be a problem in the long run. I think it'll be okay. Let's see what other people have to say. And it's nice to see everyone doing readings. Thank you so much. Okay. Control room, do you have someone for me? Ah, Raymond, here it is. Yes, got it. Raymond Torres, thank you for your patience. Will I hear from my person tonight? Maybe, yeah. Page of Swords. I don't know if it's tonight, but there will be communication soon. I know some people have already been doing this reading, but if you'd like to, at Raymond Torres, the name of the card you got and your interpretation. I don't know if it's tonight, but there will be communication before too long. Okay. All right. Hey, Heather, good to see you. Heather Roberts is here with her Rider-Waite deck. Very good. And Gen Xers just walk it off. Good to see you. Thanks for being a member. What are the energies around me? What are the energies around me going back to work or going on long-term disability for a while to allow more joint healing? So it's an either or with one card. An either or with one card. Go back to work or long-term disability. If you'd like to do this reading, at Gen Xers, the name of the card you got and your interpretation. The World. Well, that tells me absolutely nothing in this context. Like one card, like I could say, you absolutely need time to complete your healing. Actually, that's where I'm going. If you can take the time to complete your healing, by all means do. And have you ever noticed that sometimes you have to say it aloud to know that that is the true reading? That's what just happened for me right there. So yes, there it is. Okay, Amy Foreman, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than 2 years. Adam would like a read on the business ideas and project he has recently been working on. Certainly, if you'd like to do this reading, at Amy Foreman, the name of the card you got and your interpretation. Amy, thanks for being a member for more than 2 years. 9 of Pentacles. This is good. We should keep going. Keep going with this. Adam needs to know that these are solid ideas. All right. And again, thank you everybody for reading and helping out each other. I think I'm out of order at this point, but I see Lisa Harmon. Thanks for being a member. What does Spirit want me to know? If you would like to do this reading, at Lisa Harmon, the name of the card you got and your interpretation. Here we go. Lisa, 4 of Swords for Lisa Harmon. It is time to rest. We need rest. You need rest, you need healing, and it's not just the rest from medical stuff. It's the rest that allows you to rejuvenate. That's what you need. All right. Heather Roberts, so good to see you. Oh, this is exciting. Thanks for being a member. We appreciate you. And congratulations. For those of you who don't know, Heather and Richard got married on Saturday. Oh, good. Mixuir. Very good. Thank you for letting me know that. Can you reiterate? Could you reiterate your question, Mikshuir? I'm all over the place. I'll run back and find it if I have to. Oh, no, I got it. The control room got it up for me. So, Mikshuir, I will get to you in just 1 second. Let me do Heather right now. Richard and I are looking at campers. I am uncertain if we should take on that expense in the next couple of years or make that a longer-term goal. If you'd like to do this reading, at Heather Roberts, the name of the card you got and your interpretation. Ten of Cups. I think if you can, you should. I honestly do. I think if you can, you should. Absolutely. Absolutely, yes. You can always get one used. If you can, you should. Let's see what other people have to say. Okay, Mikshuir, thanks for being a member. I'm just feeling extremely disconnected to most of my activities and would love some wisdom and guidance to reconnect. And Rebecca, thanks for posting the rest of this. Oh, no, I'm seeing what you're doing. Perfect. Okay, so Mikshuir needs to connect, feeling disconnected. If you'd like to do this reading, at Mikshuir, the name of the card you got and your interpretation, the Hierophant. Lean in more. It's hard. Lean in more. Feeling numb, I know it's hard, but lean in more. Show up for the sake of showing up. And it's sort of a fake it till you make it, but on a really grand scale. Seriously. Okay. Peggy Lou Levens, thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than 3 years. What messages do my ancestors have for me? If you'd like to do this reading, at Peggy Lou Levens, the name of the card you got and your interpretation. 7 of Wands. Know when it's time to stand up for yourself and don't back down. Stand up for yourself when you need to and trust yourself to do that. Mikshuir, I appreciate this village so much. We appreciate you. Okay. Being in the Fields, I don't remember who that was. Actually, I don't remember. I'm so sorry. Okay, let's see. Where are we? Okay. I did. Okay. Barbie Bird. I see you reading, but I'm not seeing your question. Do you have a question? You might. And Joyous Ocean, you have a question. Let's do Joyous Ocean. Good to see you, Joyous Ocean. Thanks for being a member for more than 2 years. Long backstory. Someone I know quit a job managing a health fellowship. I do not know the deets. They have asked me to interview. I think it was because of a riff with a friend. Do I interview? It's a part-time job and the money would be helpful, but I'm not sure it is what I want to do. And there could be more drama in the friend circle. If the card says it's in my highest interview, in my highest good, I would interview, but it feels like a distraction. Okay. Okay, so let's do Joyous Ocean. Should she interview or not? If you'd like to do this reading, at Joyous Ocean, the name of the card you got and your interpretation. The Magician. Joyous Ocean, take the interview. Because you're ahead of yourself. Take the interview. Go ahead and take the interview. You can always decline the job if you want. Go ahead and take the interview. Seriously. And Barbie Bird, I love this question. So good to see you. Barbie Bird, thanks for being a member for more than a year. Can I get a message from my Aunt Martha? She's the one who's helping you find a romantic partner from the other side. I mean, not a ghost boyfriend. She's on the other side. She's trying to find you a living, breathing boyfriend right now. Understood. Yes. Okay. So if you'd like to do this reading, message from Aunt Martha for Barbie Bird. At Barbie Bird, the name of the card you got and your interpretation. Queen of Swords. The message is she sees you, she's with you, she sees how well you're doing, and she knows that the right person has to be specific. You are not someone who can just be with anyone. And she knows that, so be patient, but she is helping. Okay, and Bean of the Fields. Serena, thanks for being a member for more than 2 years. Bean of the Fields is Serena Fox. And she, of course, is heavily involved with StaarCon. We love her. I have a question. Stay fully self-employed or engage in a combo situation? If you would like to do this reading at Bean of the Fields, the name of the card you got and your interpretation. The Moon reversed. I think a combo situation would be just fine. I think you can explore that. I think it's worth an exploration. Okay. And a question for Amy Foreman herself. Yes. I was offered a free fitness certification opportunity through my job. Might it be a good fit? If you would like to do this one at Amy Foreman, the name of the card you got and your interpretation. Right back at you, Serena. Okay, Amy Foreman, yes or no? Yeah, absolutely. You absolutely should do this without question. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Just do it. All right. Okay. All right. From my perspective, it is 7:30. Rebecca Dusk, you've been doing such good readings. Did you have a question? Who have I skipped here? Because I know I've skipped someone. So what's going on right now is I'm asking anyone who I have skipped or anyone who has not put a question, still open for questions for readings. And I would like to open the floor for questions about tarot and tarot reading. And I want to start with the question that was given us. Oh, Febborn is here. I didn't even see Febborn's question. Oh, okay, Rebecca, you're good. Febborn, I didn't see you. Can someone find or reiterate Febborn's question for me? And in the meanwhile, the question to start us off for our tarot study came this morning from Rebecca Dusk, about can we do a deep dive into how to read a single card? And in fact, we've just been through this whole exercise of reading a single card. And oh, there it is from your cards. I understand. So advice, questions, ideas for how to dive into a single card. I'm still looking for Febborn's question. And we have a question, a tarot question from Barbie Bird that is fabulous. So here we go. If you want to ring in on reading a single card, hashtag single card with your ideas. I'll talk about it in a minute. Barbie Bird has a question. This is going to be hashtag disconnect. I feel a little disconnected from my cards lately. Any advice to improve it or reignite the spark? Or is this just an ebb and flow moment? So, okay, here it is. I see it, Febborn. I see it. So we've got those two questions. Mother passed away 3/11 at 1/11. At 1:01. My birthday is 2/11. I don't know that we need to read on that, but I think we could talk about it because I totally would spiritualize it. I would not. Here's what I would not do. I would not spiritualize it if I looked at the clock and I saw that it was 11:11. I mean, I might laugh a little and say hi to my angels, but nothing more. But all of that, I would spiritualize it, and I would take it, Febborn, as a sign that you are spiritually supported on your new journey. That's how I would take it. Anyone else, can you ring in on what you would do with that if you had all of those numbers related to your birthday and your mother's death? Hashtag numbers. Let us know what you think. Okay. So, being in the fields, single card. Historically, did folks read single cards versus spreads? Great question. Great question. I don't know. I have no idea. Are there any historians here? I don't know. So some other thoughts of single card. Oh, and Richard, I think, is speaking to Barbie Bird to get back into the cards. Just shuffle them. Just shuffle the cards. I kind of agree with that. Okay, so Trey, regarding single cards, meditate with the card. I've actually never done this myself, but I've heard it can be helpful. Let me tell you two things about tarot card meditation. One is to choose a character that you want to talk with. Like, take a character in the deck that you want to talk with. Let's say I want to have a conversation with the Hierophant. And go in meditation and have a conversation with that character. The other thing is to put yourself in the card. Like, if you do a meditation and you become that character, what does that teach you? Those things can be very, very helpful, but not great for a reading. Oh, Trey, I do think sometimes people go overboard with the angel numbers thing. Yes. But I do think sometimes it has meaning. Same. Okay, being in the field, single card. History seems to say that tarot was always a story. Lenormand was 3 cards or more, but tarot was a greater story of cards. So I figure single card reading is a newer thing. It probably is. For single cards, I kind of like to look at, this is coming from Barbie Bird. For single cards, I kind of like to look at the overarching message and theme of the card in relation to the card at hand. Plus intuition, yes. Astro Ascension. Single cards. Study the artwork of the card. There's some symbols that are in the cards that enhance the interpretation of the cards. Barbie, I was thinking of doing more meditation with my cards. Being in the fields, tarot card meditation is amazing. There's a meetup group out of Philly that does it weekly. Yes, with, what is her name? That's Kim. And Kim is great. She's really smart. Yeah. Ness, I don't know if I'm that good at a single card. And I am the one that prefers more cards. Like, I'm always like, let's pull more cards. Let's pull more cards. But I think with a single card, like, the key, and you saw me do it today, talk it out loud. Even if you are reading just for yourself quietly, it doesn't matter. Speak it aloud. Talk about it, and the meaning will come to you. Do your tarot readings aloud. I swear to goodness, it makes so much difference. Right, I like to pull them until I feel satisfied. Same, me too. Me too. I agree. Okay, so regarding single cards, we've talked about tarot meditation with a single card, which is not going to help specifically with reading that card, but is a great exercise in so many ways. We've talked about looking at the image. We've talked about speaking it aloud. I'm going to say, too, break it into all the components that you know. That could be the symbols. That could be the element, the numbers, the astrology, the Kabbalistic connection. Break it into those things. So TJ and GA, you say single cards have no context. Disagree. They have the context of the question. The question provides the context, is what I would say. And, but I think we're all agreeing that multiple cards are better than single cards, but the exercise of reading single cards is a good exercise. I think we would all agree with that. And to that point, it is very true, TJ, that having more cards gives you more context. That's very true. Rebecca, I'm also thinking which things in the many possible meanings interacts with the most with the question I asked. Right, the context of the question. Exactly. And that's going to be true, whether it's one card or many. One card or many. So next question though, going back to reconnecting with your cards, I'm going to say switch up your decks, get a new deck. Going back to single cards, having more knowledge of astrology and mythology. Oh, Trey, this might be something for members only, but I'm curious about what's the most unethical thing you've seen a tarot reader do? Oh my gosh, do you have another 5 hours? Oh my gosh, just go on TikTok any day of the week. Oh my gosh, yes. Yes, Barbie Bird, get light seers, and that will bring you back in. Seriously. Right, Barbie Bird, a single card could be an easy yes or no, but I can interpret it in other ways depending on the question. Right, and there is the whole question about, are yes and no questions appropriate for tarot anyway? Barbie, thank you for saying that, because I really do want to start telling a bunch of old lady stories. So yeah, there it is. A class on tarot ethics, that's a good idea. Would someone please send me a message to do a class in June on tarot ethics? It's a great idea. Ness, I've barely looked at my cards in the last 2 months. Not having much time made it hard to feel connected. Understood. And that's where a card a day can be so nice. Don't think about it as a reading, just like, what's my focus for the day, right? So let me pull in another lesson. Today, did you notice the date today? It's 5/5. So what does that make your tarot fairy godmother want to do? I want to talk about fives. I want to talk about the number 5 in tarot. It's probably a good time to talk about ethics when we're talking about fives. I would argue that the most unethical thing is always the Astro Ascension. I try to stay away from tarot readers that do current event readings. Yes, seriously. I think the readers who tell you that you have been cursed, the readers that tell you have been cursed, and then they want to receive from you a huge amount of money to lift the curse. That's the worst. That is the worst. Absolutely the worst. Oh, this is a good one. To connect with your cards again, Peggy Lou. Cleanse the cards with incense and put them in order. That's a good one. Yeah, the scammers. But there are more scammers than there are legitimate readers in the world. And that is the sad thing. Okay, but here we go. 5. I'm going to ask you right now to type in, what is your keyword for 5 in tarot? Barbie, I'm not surprised. It happens. It absolutely happens. People get scammed. It happens. Okay, what are your keywords for 5? When you see 5 in tarot, what are your keywords? And Trey has asked me to put temperance in here, and so I will. Okay, 5, Trey sees change. Claire sees confronting. Barbie sees challenge. Oh my gosh, a reader who told a child they were going to die young? I wouldn't tell anyone that. Oh my gosh. Change and challenges for 5 is what people see. Keywords for 5, agitation, mixed situation. That all makes sense to me. Let me tell you, Peggy Lou, conflict and unbalanced. Rebecca, disruption. All of that makes perfect sense. There no bad answers, no wrong answers. That's all good. Let me, on my search for temperance, that's funny. I'm not finding temperance on my search for temperance. I may or may not find it. Right, Barbie, in numerology, it can be action and adventure as well. Amy Foreman, 5 is a catalyst. Yeah, there you go. Which can be challenging in its own way. Yes. So here's what I was taught after, I was teaching that 5 is conflict. 5 is conflict. Well, the interesting thing, Serena says that temperance is the antidote to all of this, but temperance is also a 5. 1 and 4 is 5. So it is a 5 card. So here is the key word I was given that really helped me do better with the 5s. The key word is expansion. Expansion. 5 is the number of expansion. Just as Barbie Bird says, changes in conflict can lead to good things. Expansion. So, looking at the minors, okay, we do see, there is some kind of conflict or upset in all of them. But let's play for just a minute with how we can see expansion. I'm not going to do this with all of them, but I am going to do it with a couple. Will you look at that? Will you look at that? Okay, here I am in my safe little space, and now I have jumped out of that comfort zone and it does not feel good, but it's what I need to do on my way to victory. So the 5 is what happens when your butt is just flapping in the wind because you've left your comfort zone and you're not yet in that place of victory. Let's see it with the swords. Okay, here we are. I'm just resting and healing, and now I have to hop up for this challenge, but that's going to take me on to where I need to go. So in the story, it allows us to move forward. All right, so now let's take a look at these 5s and see how they are different one from another. So go ahead and tag any 5 and tell us what you see in it. Barbie Bird in the 5 of Wands sees fighting for things you believe in. For me, in the 5 of Wands, I see creative collaboration. I see how we come together to build something and how hard that is, but how the collaborative process is necessary. Astro Ascension says 5s are like a climax. Okay, that makes sense. And then you walk out the winner. Yes. Now for me, interesting. Ness says the 5s all seem to be about ego, which, with the Hierophant, we've seen a lot of ego with this character. So, maybe. It could be the battle of ego, for sure. That would be an interesting thing to study, is how do you see ego in each of these cards? So 5 of Swords for me is the battle that cannot and should not be avoided. The battle that you have to fight, and you have to fight to win. And you should not fight it if you don't want to fight, and you should not fight it if you don't think you can win. It's a battle with a clear winner and a clear loser. That's how I see that one. I do not see it predicting the win or the loss. The 5 of Pentacles, I think, is about feeling like you don't have what you need and having to find the opportunity even when it's hard. Oh, TJ, I see the 5 of Swords as conflict, often unnecessary, petty conflict. Interesting. So being in the fields, aren't the 5s all about struggle? I think it depends. I think there's an option for struggle, but I don't know. I don't know if we always have to struggle with these. Rebecca, 5 of Wands or Swords, perhaps having a conflict or argument with someone you love, and from resolving, the relationship is deepened. Right, here you have to look for it. And so, yeah, like, is there a conflict here? I'm not sure there's a conflict here. It's a conflict between I don't have what I want and it's not readily available and I don't feel like going to get it and I have to go get it. I mean, in that way, it's a conflict. Certainly, certainly. And struggle, I mean, yeah, there is a struggle here in some ways, always, I think. But, you know, for me to see it as expansion rather than struggle has really opened things up. Now, the Five of Cups, this one, I've told you a story about this card before. Oh, Ness, Five of Swords. It's hard to see sometimes which side we're on. Oh, Barbie Bird, fives are a tipping point. Oh, Amy Foreman, conflict between self-image and environment. Oh my gosh, yes. Yes, yes. Who am I to be eating at the soup kitchen? Oh, yes. Lisa Harmon, Five of Cups, loss and grief before turning around and moving on. Oh, Rebecca, got you. Yeah, so this is a hard one because I learned it the same way, Trey. I learned this as the crying over spilt milk card. That we are focusing on our losses rather than our gains, and that when this card comes up, it is to tell us to focus on what we still have, not on what we lost. Well, I learned, yeah, I'm about to tell the Five of Cups story because I learned a lesson because that was exactly how I learned this card. When this card comes up, yes, there's been some difficulty, but don't focus on that. Focus on what you have. Well, that was not a good thing for me to say to the woman who just lost her husband. And that's when I came to understand this is a card of grief. And when this card comes up, yeah, I often encourage go ahead and grieve with the Five of Cups. I do too now. I do too. I think that whole crying over spilt milk thing, sometimes that's here. But if you're reading for other people, I think that's a dangerous one to have in your lexicon. Because better to have people grieve for too long than to encourage people to not grieve. Right. A message to give yourself space to grieve. Yes, that is how I've updated it in my own head. A message to give yourself space to grieve, but with the understanding that there is still love and still good things there for you when you're ready. So yeah, that was my whole process there. Astro Ascension, Five of Swords could be an argument or a mix-up in thoughts. Yes, absolutely. Claire, yeah, this is good. Young says, I am not what happened to me. I am what I choose to become. Yep. Trey, that's a lot more empathetic than buck it up. Yeah, seriously. Five of Cups, consider your mind and your emotions. And Amy, when it's reversed, I tell them you're not allowing yourself to grieve. Makes people weird. You're not allowing yourself to grieve. Makes people weird. Yeah, and it does. Yeah, that's a good understanding. Okay, so now let's bring this in and this. The major fives. So my first question to you, now that we've talked about the minor fives, how do we see that five energy in the Hierophant and Temperance? Heather, that makes me think the fives may be about allowing yourself to feel the emotions we try to push down. Oh my gosh. Yeah. And this is a really interesting thing with tarot interpretation. And I think we're going to be having a lot of classes and videos and all kinds of stuff about this, because I really do believe that our understanding of the cards and our way of working with the cards changes as society changes. And as we as a society are trying to be more emotionally intelligent, the cards give us ways to do that where before they did not, because we were not. Does that make sense? Okay, let's see. Trey, could the Five of Cups reversed also mean that someone's being delusional, perhaps looking too much at the good stuff while the bad things go by the wayside? Sure. Okay. Amy, five energy tends to move fast. It sucks you in and spits you out. Hey, Nicholas, good to see you. Okay, so I'm not, okay, someone tag the Hierophant and tell me how you see the 5 energy in the Hierophant. Okay, the Hierophant may be the therapist helping you with all of these, but what about the conflict that is inherent in the Hierophant? You know, and I mean, I think that I love that. Like, that's perfect. The Hierophant is the therapist. The Hierophant is the priest. The Hierophant is the Pope. The Hierophant is the teacher. The Hierophant is the cop. The Hierophant is the attorney. Now, if you think about all of those archetypes, each and every one of them could be your savior and your saving grace or your abuser. Each and every one. Each and every one. Oh, I love this. The being in the fields, the cards. We're trying to figure out if the cards are fast, if the 5s are fast. Amy says 5 energy moves you in, sucks you in, and spits you out. Being in the field say, I'm not sure the 5s are fast. You can sit there for a long while, but I think our thirst is for the 6s, and that will move us through more quickly. Such a smart conversation. Okay, so from the Hierophant, Barbie Bird, this is interesting. It represents a desire to control others, which sometimes it does because this is an authority. But that's an interesting one. And Barbie, temperance is allowing things to flow without control, with balance and moderation. But wait a minute, if there's balance and moderation, how is there not control? So interesting. So a couple of you have suggested that these 2 majors are the solution to the conflicts here. And I think that can work. I often think we can look to the majors to solve the minors. I think that can work. Don't make me think too hard. Right. It does chew you up and spit you out, yes. Hierophant breaks through the crowd with knowledge. Okay. So there's a lot of possibilities here, and as always, no right or wrong answers. But I hope that on 5-5, this study of the 5 cards has been interesting. TJ, I think the 5s is expression. Swords is speaking your mind. Cups is expressing your emotions. Wands is an expression of your imagination and ideas. Pentacles is an expression of your desires in life. Interesting. Very interesting. Oh, Ness. The solution. Okay. Ness sees this as the unconventional solution, and this is the conventional solution. Oh, my gosh. Oh, yes, Trey, the 6, the lovers and the devil seem to have that relational aspect, to the suit. Yeah, and I think this is a fun study. Do you enjoy this kind of study? Is this the kind of quick thing you would like us to do more often? Oh, interesting. Nicholas, the ground is red as well as the Hierophant's robes, acting as a bridge, perhaps, for the 2 people. Rebecca, temperance seems tricky to see as a 5. So here's what I will say about temperance. Temperance traditionally is the card of art, time, and alchemy. Temperance is not pouring water from cup to cup. Temperance is finding a solution by making a solution, recognizing that nothing is perfect, but if you take a little of this and a little of that, you find the perfect blend. And I think that's what all of these people are trying to do, is find that right solution, that right blend. That's where I get that from. All right. So again, no right or wrong answers, but if we got you to think, oh, Peggy Lou, I no longer think of 5s as conflict. Thank you. If we got you to think, we did our jobs. We will all come up with our own conclusions because tarot is incredibly personal. Your relationship with the cards is your relationship with the cards, and that's how it is. Okay, yeah, Rebecca, you have to get more 3-dimensional with temperance for sure. Barbie, I think for the Hierophant, it's like the person who is the expert and usually quite needed, but control is necessary for the structure and tradition associated with it. Yeah, absolutely. My friends, I appreciate all of you. Thank you so much for coming. We do this once a month. Oh, Nicholas, temperance may be the inner stability that allows outside change. That was wise. I love that. My friends, I appreciate you. Thank you so much to everyone joining from everywhere. Thank you for being part of our global digital village. I appreciate all of you. There are links in the description. Book a reading, StaarCon, become a member here on YouTube. I really had so much fun with you tonight. Thank you for being here. We'll be back at some point on Wednesday with the newsletter recap. We're still trying to figure out when to do that, what time to do it. We'll be back doing that. And if you haven't gotten your tarot scopes, make sure you do. My friends, thank you so much. Have a great evening.